Friends, my name is Ghansham and you're welcome to my Spanish course, complete Spanish course. And today we are going to learn ABCD in Spanish, or we are going to start the fundamentals in Spanish. So let's start. So in this video we will learn ABCD in Spanish. In English we say alphabet. In the same way in Spanish we say el alfabeto or abecedario. So in Spanish we say el alfabeto or abecedario. So let's start today lesson. A. A. This A is sound as A. A. Repeat once. A. A. So take an example. Example is family. Family. In English we say family, but in Spanish how we will pronounce the familia? Familia. So here you can see a family. So it is called familia. So here the sound of A is A. Familia. Say once again. Familia. Okay. Next letter. Next letter is B. B is sound as bay. 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 An example. In English you say bag. Bag. But in Spanish we say bolsa. 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 Say again. Bolsa. The next letter is C. But in Spanish the letter C has two sounds. If letter C comes before letters A, O, U, then the sound of CA means here C comes before letter A, then the sound of CA will be Ka. If letter C comes before O, then the sound will be Ko. And if the letter C comes before U, then sound will be Ku. So let's see an example. Sound of C as Ka. Sound of C as Ka. Take an example. Bed. Bed is called cama. Cama. Bed is called cama in Spanish. So, this is a bed. You will say cama. Why cama? Because C is coming before the letter A. So, the sound of CA will be ka. So, you will say cama. Cama. Okay. Now, second sound of C is if C comes before letter E, then CE will be sound as say. And if C comes before I, then the CI will be sound as C. Means here letter C is coming before letter I, or letter C is coming before letter E. Then the sound of letter C is C and C. Let understand by the example. Letter C is sound as C. C. An example, cycle. In Spanish, we say bicicleta. Bicicleta. So this CI is called C. Bicicleta means bicycle. Next, the letter C sound as say. Say. Example is onion. Onion, which is onion, is called cebolla in Spanish. Cebolla. Cebolla. So here the sound of CE is se. So we call cebolla. Cebolla. Now the letter G is sound as they. They. they, they. Example, doctor, doctor. How will you pronounce the doctor? You will say doctor, doctor, doctor. Next letter is E. E is pronounced as A, A. Like tomato. Tomato is called tomate in Spanish. Tomate. This is in Spanish tomate. So it is tomato means tomate. Repeat once, tomate. Next letter is F. F is called or F is pronounced in Spanish is F-A. 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 Example, coffee. Coffee is called cafe in Spanish. So you will say cafe, cafe, cafe. Okay. Next letter is G. The letter G has two sounds like letter C. If letter G comes before letter A, O or and any constant, then the sound of G will be G. Like GA will be sound ga, GO sound will be go. Understand this sound by the example. Letter G sound as ga. Cat. We called cat in English, but in Spanish we say gato. Gato. So this GA sound will be ga. Ga. So how will you pronounce this? You will say gato. Gato. Gato means cat. Cat. Now the letter G, if letter G comes before letter I, the sound of GI will be khi, khi. If the letter G comes before E, then sound of GE will be G. Sorry, this is khi. So the sound of GE will be K. K. So the example of letter G as a sound of key is turn. Turn. In Spanish we called khirra. 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 Khirra means to turn. Khirra means turn. Like a road turn is called khirra. So we will pronounce is khirra. Now the letter G sound as K. 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 Example is engineer. Engineer is called ingeniero. Ingeniero. So here GE is pronounced as K. So you will read this ingeniero. Ingeniero. Repeat once. Ingeniero. Now the letter U with letter G. If letter U comes between G and E or letter U comes between G and I, then you will be silent in Spanish. Let's see understand this by example. Silent of letter U with G. Example, war. War is guerra. Guerra. Guerra means war. But here you will not sound the letter U. You will silent this because U is coming between G and E. So you will silent this U and you will pronounce this guerra. Guerra. Guerra, which means war. Repeat once. Guerra. Guerra. Okay. Now move ahead. H. Letter H is sound as H. H. H in Spanish. But H is always silent in Spanish when we use H in any word. Like hello. Hello is called hola in Spanish. Hola. Here H is silent. We pronounce is hola. Hola. Repeat once. Hola. Hola. Okay. Now next one is I. I is read as E. 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 Example. In Spanish we read radio. 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 But in Spanish we called radio. 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 Repeat once. Radio. Okay. So next letter is J. Letter J sound as khota. 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 Example. Just. In English we called just. In Spanish we say justo. 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 Next letter is K. K sound as ka. 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 Repeat once. Ka. Example. Kilo. Kilo. Kilo is English and kilo in Spanish. Both are spelling is same and pronounce is kilo in Spanish and kilo in English. Next letter is L. The letter L is sound as L. 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 Example. Loin. Loin in English is pronounced in Spanish as leon. 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 Next letter is M. Letter M is sound as ME. 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 Example. Monkey. Monkey is called mono in Spanish. Mono. 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 Next letter is N. Letter N is sound as NE. 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 So the same example is monkey. Monkey. Here letter is N. So it is pronounced as mono. 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 Keep one thing in mind. This is the sound of letter. This is the sound of letter. But we not pronounce the exact sound of a letter when we pronounce any word. So this is the word. This is a complete word, but this is a letter. So this letter is sound as NA, but this word is sound as mono. Okay, I hope you understand. And if you are not understand, then upcoming lecture is on the reading practice of Spanish. In upcoming video lectures, you will clear these things. Okay, so don't be upset here. So move ahead. Next letter is O. 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 Example, peacock. Peacock. Peacock is called pavo real. Pavo real. Repeat once. Pavo real. Next letter is P. P is sound as P. 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 Example, shoes. Shoes is called in Spanish zapatos. Zapatos. Repeat once. Zapatos. 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 Okay. Next letter is Q. Q is sound as Q. 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 Example, cheese. Cheese called queso, 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 queso. Here you can see the rules, or you can remember the rules. If U is coming between Q and E, then U is silent. So we will pronounce this queso, queso, queso. Okay. Next letter is R. R is pronounced as array, array, array. Example, radio. Radio is pronounced in Spanish radio, radio, radio. So next letter is S. S is sound as SC, SC, SC. Example, sun. In English, sun is pronounced as sol. In Spanish, sol, sol, sol. Next letter is T, 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 T. Example, taxi, taxi. Taxi is pronounced in Spanish as taxi, taxi, taxi. Okay. Oo, oo. Repeat once. Oo, oo. Example, dinosaur. Dinosaur is pronounced in Spanish dinosauria, dinosauria, dinosauria. Repeat once. Dinosauria. Next letter is letter V. Letter V is pronounced as bay, bay, bay. Example, peacock. Peacock is pronounced in Spanish pavo real, pavo real, pavo real. W. Letter W is pronounced as ube doble, ube doble, ube doble. Example, whiskey. How will you pronounce this? Whiskey, whiskey, whiskey. Okay. Next letter is X. Letter X is sound as X, X. Example, boxer. Boxer is pronounced in Spanish is boxeador, boxeador, boxeador. Next letter is letter Y. Letter Y is pronounced as E griega, E griega, E griega. Example, yak. So yak in English in the same way is called yak in Spanish, yak, yak. Next letter is Z. Letter Z is sound as zeta, 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 zeta. Example is shoes. Shoes is called zapatos, zapatos, zapatos. So okay friends, this was the Spanish alphabet, and we take some example with the alphabets. In the upcoming lectures, we will do some reading practice. In upcoming lectures, you will clear how to read the Spanish words, because this is the letter sound and this is the word sound. So letter sound and word, when the letter is used with the combination of letters, then the sound of combined letters is different. So here we will not read this seta patos, we will read zapatos, zapatos. So this confusion will clear in the upcoming lectures if you are confused here. So thank you friends for watching this lecture, and watch my upcoming lecture. In this we will learn and we will do some Spanish reading practice. Thank you.